Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Casso podcast, episode 36. We are broadcasting live, but not live. It's Memorex. We are broadcasting from beautiful Brighton, Colorado, in the heart of Colorado's 8th Congressional District and in the heart of AJ's ancestral lands for at least the last 30,000 years. Good morning. Good morning.
I don't want to be awake.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you ever awake?
10 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Look at the drinks. No, dude, I don't know why today is extra.
Oh, yeah. It's just today. It's not the last 36 weeks.
We took an extra day off.
It's not
we took an extra week off. Or a week off.
Yeah, we were out of town camping last week for my wife's birthday. Shout out, Sonia.
How was camping? Did you have fun?
It was all right. It was a mess. There was too many. What do you want to say? There were too many variables, and it was just like, and it was super hot. We were in the middle of Fairplay, and it was 70 degrees, but it felt like it was 110 degrees because we were 11,000 feet up. So it was super hot. We all got burned. I'm still burned this week, and it's one of those things.
Did you fight Bigfoot?
I saw a dead elk's arm on a limb.
Nice. Well, yeah. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Dude, so obviously we're back home this week, which is nice.
Where are we going to be next week? It's the 4th of July next Saturday.
I don't know. We'll find somewhere.
Can't say it. at old Chicano's. Old Chicano's was a good bar, bud, back in the day.
But no, it feels. We were harping about it 2 weeks ago at this point about how weird it was to be not at home.
Yeah.
But now it feels weirder to be at home.
Yeah. We haven't done a podcast from home in about a month, dude. This is cool.
I don't know, about a month. No? About 3 weeks?
No, because we skipped a week. We were on location and we skipped a week.
Really?
I think so.
Huh. We gotta stop skipping weeks, man.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it matters to me.
Yeah, is Spotify paying us? It doesn't fucking matter. Yet. I qualify yet.
But we missed a lot last week.
Yeah, what did we miss?
Where do we want to start? Well, UFC 250 happened. That was cool. No,
it was lame.
It was not that.
I saw a thing the other day that we would really, really, really be celebrating the 250th because I remember the bicentennial in 1976 because I was 2 years old, but I do remember it, and I remember the party that we had, and it was a great party, and everybody was partying in the streets, and I was like, "Wow, this is America." 50 years later, look at us. Yeah,
I don't think that was like a. I don't know.
Do you think? Okay, here's one for you. Do you think 250 year anniversaries are something to celebrate, or just like 100, 200, 300?
No, 250 is really impressive, I think.
We had 249 years of democracy. Okay, so what do you think? It's only the last year we haven't had a democratic republic.
What do you think about Disneyland celebrating every 10 years?
I don't like that either. It's just a way to pickpocket our...
Right, okay. Yeah,
I didn't go to this one on principle, bud.
No, you wanted to, though.
I protested it.
Whatever. No,
I grew my hair out to protest Disneyland celebrating every 10 years.
I think it's cool. I just think that the way that they're doing it is like...
So you support UFC on the...
No.
And ruining the Capitol grounds?
I'm going to say something controversial. I don't support any party...
What about MAGA?
No. I mean, I more or less mean like any celebration like that on the White House lawn. And there's something that I'm really that I'm also referring to, but I'm not going to say, we'll talk after, but for those that know, I don't think that I think it looks bad when you decorate the Capitol to be anything other than that.
What about when you change the reflecting pole and now it has algae? What about that?
I don't get it. So it's one thing, how did he not know that if you
what about the damn engineers and everybody around him? How do they not know?
They don't care, dude. They got paid $14 million to mess something up.
To put hydrogen peroxide in it too and kill a bunch of ducks. You see that
They
too?
put gallons of peroxide.
Peroxide.
Anyways, for those that don't know, but if you don't know, you should.
If you don't know, now you know.
Anyways, paints it the darkest blue. Fun fact: that blue was the color of my room when I was a kid. Worst decision I've ever made in my life, because when it got dark, oh my god! When I would turn my lights off to go to sleep, I couldn't sleep in there. I was so afraid of the dark. It was like you were in the void. I had to sleep with the window open.
You wanted space in your room?
No, I wanted dinosaurs and somebody.
No, you wanted space too with stars and shit.
I don't know.
And your sister's was pink.
Yeah, Cece's room was nice.
It took 15 coats of paint to cover those up before we moved.
I would keep the window open for light, and then I would sleep with my TV on for light. Oh, dude, it was still light. Like you were in the void.
What did you watch on that TV?
Anyways,
I remember certain shows that you watched. King Kong.
Yeah. Anyways,
Kinky Kong.
Dude, you make me lose my train of thought every time you do that.
Every time you do that.
They painted the pool blue, then it got a bunch of algae because the sun with that, it's basically black. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's as blue as his hat.
Probably darker.
Mm-hmm.
But
built up a bunch of algae.
Yeah, photosynthesis and algae. And
mm-hmm. So they thought.
But you would think people would know that would happen too.
But I think the worst thing about
he wouldn't know that it would happen, but you would think people around him would. Yeah.
I think the worst thing about all of it is what he says happened. Alleged
vandals.
Vandals.
Terrorists hit the pole. What'd they do? They cut it with a knife?
One man walked 350 feet, didn't get caught, and slit a perfect slit that's so straight. What? That just, what? Dude, just take the loss. Just be like, hey man, we'll fix it. That's what I would say if I made that decision. Because when it was before algae, I thought it looked fine. I thought it looked, okay, cool. It's a monument.
I wouldn't talk about it. That's if I was him, or if I was a politician that was responsible for that, I'd be like, oh, okay, we're fixing it. We're working on it.
And I get it, because I've heard that they've been trying to fix it for past Obama. They were trying to fix this reflecting pool.
Yeah, well,
but
I don't even know how old it is, to be honest. It's not 200 years old or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But when they built the Lincoln Memorial, that's when they built that too, I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. Well, that's the nonsense with America right now. Nothing else is going on. The Senate reprimanded him for being at war with Iran, and then they took it back a day later. So that's not really a reprimand. That's really actually tacitly saying it's okay. But that's our U.S. Senate for us these days too. But they're every model dude is saying they're going to get wiped. And again, I don't support. Yeah. I'll be real honest, and for a lot of reasons, including personal reasons, I don't support either party, including the Democratic Party. But the Republican parties are in charge right now. Their leader said it, and they keep saying it. Mitch McConnell's gone missing, so who knows if he's dead or alive. The president is getting these.
Isn't Mitch McConnell the one that had the factory reset? That went his face was just.
Yeah.
Then he came back.
Yeah. He's the one that also stopped Obama not 10 months from putting in another Supreme Court justice because he said the election's coming and we don't do that. We did that for 240 years.
240?
Yeah.
Hey. Anyways.
Yeah. We did that.
Why do we celebrate 240?
We also did that for the last 6 or 7 years too, so.
240.
The last 6 or 7 years suck.
That's pretty
okay.
Good.
But there's not really much going on. It's the 4th of July next week. Happy 4th to everybody. If we don't, we will see you before then because we're going to shoot before then. But
you know what else is going on?
What's up?
Team USA is kicking butt.
Yeah, but then they haven't played anybody real yet. We're not a real soccer country.
No. So that's I was been making that joke
Yeah. I love when USA wins. Just
that's what I'm saying.
USA.
But as soon as let's hope they don't lose. Let's hope they get the cup. But as soon as they lose, my love for soccer is as much as I love soccer.
And honestly, the women's team's always better than the men's team.
Once it's over, I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
Like that one team with Hope Solo and all them, like 12 years ago. They they did win it all. Yeah.
If we win, cool. If we lose, okay.
No. Yeah.
But if we win,
Yeah.
If we win, no more metric system. It's called soccer.
Why did they call it a Royale with cheese in France? Because of the metric system. Oh my god. Okay, let's get to trivia. Let's see if AJ can get me this week.
We're doing trivia this early?
Yeah, let's see if he can get me 5 questions. I have to get 3 right, or AJ wins this week, and I still owe him a hot Cheeto. Or Dorito, or whatever the hell it is.
Hot Cheeto.
Hot Cheeto.
Yay. I like how it is.
Oh, you're going to get a hot Cheeto, buddy.
Okay, these ones are hard because, honestly, last week, 2 weeks ago now, but our live show, we ended in a tie, even though I would have won. I would have won because Cassian shot Grenick. And you were dying on that hill, so I did another question to make it fair.
But that so that we throw that one out. We don't keep it. We don't keep it in the tally.
But I was right. You lost. But it was a tie, technically, because I asked another question.
Yeah. Let's get it over with.
U.S. history to start.
There we go.
This one is really hard, but at the same time, the bonus nickname for it would make you remember it.
Yeah.
That's the only hint I'm going to give you. Okay. On March 23rd, 1983, President Reagan introduced a program that was proposed to protect the United States from ballistic strategic nuclear weapons.
Sure.
What was the program called?
Star Wars.
Okay. What was the full thing called?
It's called Star Wars.
Okay. That's fair. Do you know what? Because that's the nickname.
The acronym?
Yeah.
No. Nobody does. But I remember at the time I was like, oh shit, we're good. I'm going to vote Republican from now on.
Because they called it Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give that one too. Because I feel like that's the more known name for it.
Yeah.
Because it's a nickname.
Yeah. What is it actually called?
SDI.
Oh, okay. Strategic Defense Initiative. I know that.
Yeah, after I told you.
Well, so I got both right, is what you're saying.
Okay.
You didn't tell me what it was.
With the world watching in 1986.
Yeah.
This space shuttle exploded. Before ever leaving the atmosphere.
Oh, shit, that's tough. I don't know. The Challenger! You know what was funny is we were in 6th grade and my 6th grade teacher, I'm serious, he really thought he was going to be the teacher in space. And so we got to that day and he was doing his application and everything like this. And then there was this one dude in the class, I forget his name, but he was like, we were watching it in class and then the shuttle blew up and he was like, don't you wish you were on it now? We were like, what the hell's wrong with this guy, man? He's like, yeah. He's like, don't you wish you were on it now? And we all looked at him like, dude, do you have any sense of the world, dumbass? We just saw our space shuttle blow up, and he's all, don't you wish you were on it? But Mr. Radovich, shout out to Mr. Radovich. He was badass. He was actually a line judge while I played football in high school. And because I played wide receiver, I would actually have to check to make sure I was on the line or off the line with coach or referee Radovich.
How old do you think he is now?
Ooh, shit, dude. He was probably 50 back in the 80s.
Oh, he's gone.
Maybe not. I mean, there a lot of teachers. Yeah. I mean,
man.
There's people that live in their 80s and 90s, dude. So he could be, but he was about 50, 55 when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah, he's gone.
Not necessarily. But anyways, yeah. I can't believe that dude said that. We were all in 6th grade, but we looked at him like, you're an asshole.
Okay, you know what? These next couple are kind of easy. I really thought I was going to get you with the Star Wars one.
Really?
It was hard enough to where you had to
You know why it was easy? Because it pertained in part to the Cold War, and so I know everything about that. So
okay. Where's my phone?
Yeah.
What does and this is a Star Wars question.
Okay.
What does AT stand for, or add it, or whatever you want to call it? But what does that stand for? What does that acronym stand
Ooh,
for?
that's a good one. That is hard.
Shout out Junior for these questions.
Yeah.
I'm still cycling yours in here.
I think it's assault transport, but I could be wrong.
So there has to be an A, a T, an A, and a T. So what would that stand
All
for?
terrain assault transport. Right?
Got you. Nope.
What is it?
All terrain armored transport.
Come on, everybody knows I got that.
That you can't. No, you said the wrong thing.
Okay.
Okay, that's one for me. Doesn't really matter because this one's really easy. This next one, we lost.
Okay.
In the Office, what was the movie that Michael Scott made? What was the title of the movie Michael Scott made?
Threat level midnight. Win! That's a win! Throw that confetti up now!
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Editing AJ, throwing sad trombone.
Sad trombone.
AJ trivia time. Now this one's hard, and I feel like you might know this, but at the same time, I think my grandma might be the only one that knows this. What folktale cryptid was I most afraid of when I was a kid? You know, like,
Sasquatch.
Yeah. I feel like you wouldn't get that.
Why?
Because
I don't know my mom and dad.
No,
they even drew like pictures and shit.
Yeah, to scare me. My grandpa used to run.
He would show you the picture and you'd run.
Yeah, and he'd chase me around the house with a picture of Bigfoot and it scared me.
Dude, that was easy, super easy.
But you didn't scare me with Bigfoot, so I didn't know if you do that.
Yeah, I know he did. It was funny.
Or he'd play all the songs from American Werewolf in London, which is the scariest movie I've ever. I was just talking to
ever still, or when you were a kid.
Ever still, I was just talking to Cecil.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah, I was talking to my sister about it just the other day, and we were like reminiscing. She's like, "Dude, that is scary," and I was like, "You should rewatch it." You know,
it's super scary,
and it's really funny. The side note of the day is that's my favorite scary movie.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, 4 out of 5, buddy, and I should be 5 out of 5. He cheated.
No, I didn't cheat. You say that every week when you just get it wrong. It's not my fault you get it wrong.
All-terrain.
Listen to the question and then you'll get
all-terrain armored transport. Yeah. What did I say?
All-terrain attack transport? That's not the same thing.
Same shit.
That's literally not the same thing.
It's an AT-AT is an AT-AT.
It's an AT-AT.
Well, they used to call it on the commercials in Star Wars AT-AT, so that's what we call it.
They were wrong.
Star Wars was wrong?
Yeah, why would they? What do you call an ATST then? An ATST?
AT-STAT.
No, nobody says that.
They used to call it AT-STAT.
No. Where's the other A? God, it's too early for this.
AT-STAT.
It's noon and it's too early.
So, now you're going to get 2 hot Cheetos, bud.
Why?
Because you lost again.
No, you're only at
2 wins.
You're at 2 out of...
1 more week and that'll be 3 out of 5 weeks. So that'll be another hot Cheeto.
Yeah.
Or I think you're going to eat sardines.
Well, no, because next week we're on location and those aren't canon towards the overall score.
Why? When did you just made that up?
No. Did you watch last week? 2 weeks ago?
Did I watch?
Yeah.
Did I watch? I was part of it.
No, I said that the trivia that we do away from the home, since we have
the home. Why'd you say it like that? You said the home.
The one that we do away from my home.
This actually isn't your home anymore, buddy.
It's it's not canon because sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we've done one episode, but
sometimes we have guests.
Sometimes we have guests, and so that doesn't count towards the overall total of the 2.
Well, that's cheap.
It's not cheap. We talked about it last week.
That's cheap.
We talked about it, anyways. So you're up 2, whatever.
Okay, well, let's get to the topic of the week because we're going to start doing the topic of the week because I feel a lot of the times we are just rambling. So we had to give a...
Me too. You sent me a text the other day about talking about that and I was like, not a bad idea.
Well, and what's in the news has dominated again because Every time I say scary stuff about AI, him, my wife, my mom, my friends, my family, everybody's like, oh, that's 10 years, 20 years down the road. And it's not. And so what we're talking about, and the first question I had for AJ, and I want him to give his perspective on it, but I think maybe it will be something that will be in tune with his generation, is if AI is going to do what it says it's going to do, and it's going to take jobs on, and let's say it takes 95% of the jobs here within the next 2 years. Do you think that's realistic, or do you think that it's an over-exaggeration on behalf of everybody that works in AI, everybody that started AI, and everybody that's promulgating AI? They're the ones that are saying it. It's not the press. It's not me. They're saying within 2 years, 95% of jobs will be gone. Do you think that's an overreaction, or do you think that it's kind of cautious, or what do you think about them when they say that?
I don't know. I don't know if they can gauge that really.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No,
like,
how do you gauge that? Yeah.
It's like flying cars.
No.
You know what I mean? Or like Back to the Future 2 specifically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hovercrafts.
They look at 2015 and they're like, it's got to be the future.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're not going to see this.
I mean, when I was a kid, dude, the Jetsons. I mean, did you ever watch that cartoon ever?
I like the Flintstones more, but
yeah. But it was like, oh, there's flying ships, and you live. Yeah. So
that's what I think. I think that we've been doing that for years. You know what I mean? We've been doing that even when, even like 10 years ago, we were like, oh, guess what's going to happen in 2025? You know, 2026.
Yeah.
But
anybody that was alive, let's say 50 years ago, like me, would have been like, oh yeah, there'd be flying cars by now. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll probably live to be like, or I'll probably die in the year like 2088. Maybe if I live, you know.
But but what about the people that are that started it?
That's the future. Yeah.
That started AI and stuff. It doesn't give you any pause that they're saying this information. Not that really. Anybody's extrapolating it, or
not really, because I mean, what if they're just trying to sell people onto it?
What if they're just trying to make people buy their products? Yeah.
Like, oh, get ready for my Tesla robot.
What? Okay. Because I'm with you. I'm about 50% on both sides. I'm like 50%. Oh yeah, that's going to happen. And 50%. It may or may not happen. What would be the sign for you that it's happening? What would you? What would it take for you to be like, oh shit, it is happening?
I think. I think on my level, I think I go out to eat and like a robot takes my order. That'll do it. I'll be like, all right,
like McDonald's. What I mean, they do. You have to use a kiosk to order there now. They won't come to the counter at all. So to me, it's kind of like, again, I'm 50-50. I'm like, you're right, but it's here too. I'm like, I don't know what to think.
They've been doing the kiosk thing for years. I mean, back when we. I'm not going to say where we. No, it doesn't matter. Back when we lived in Bell Creek, we don't live there anymore. I mean, we would go to that McDonald's all the time and order off the kiosk.
Yeah.
Or the one by the house.
Yeah. Or what about? Well, it's like the self-serve lanes at grocery stores. It's like,
it's more convenient.
It's convenient. It doesn't necessarily have to do with, but it does take. Honestly, it does take away somebody's job for it to be there.
And we were just talking about this the other day. That sucks, man. You know, me and Andrew were talking about it the other day. I was making the argument because she gets mad when I do like the funny AI stuff, and and I'm like, oh well, it's just like I said, maybe you could see that, and we'll get into this, I'm sure, but it's interesting. I like that we have this conversation now, but I was like, oh well, it's an outlet for me to be creative because I type in a prompt and then it does it, so it's kind of like art. She was like, it's not art. You can't claim that it's art.
Well, you're going right into the second points on deep fakes and misinformation. Do you think that there'll be someday where, and you and I talked about it one time when it looked like Trump had an AI press conference when people were like, oh, he's sick and this and that and stuff like that. I forget what context it was in, but we were like, is that an AI?
I know the context.
What was it?
When Charlie Kirk died.
Was it really? And we were like, oh, is that an AI press conference? Like, did they actually take Trump and his likeness?
Trees moved.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. And so what about that? I mean, it's already out there. There's this, I've sent it to you, but I sent it to Sonia too. There's this thing, they're like redoing The Office. And they're like doing like full episodes of The Office, and it sounds and looks just like the actors and stuff like that. And so it's and that's all fine and well. That's all entertainment purposes, for, like you said, use it for art. I did it this morning. I turned our Casso podcast patriotic to celebrate the 4th of July. So that's all that stuff is fun and stuff. But what about when heads of state? Well, I mean, heads of state could use deep fake and that kind of stuff and give disinformation to the world about public policy. What do you think about that?
BB did it 2 weeks ago. I'm just kidding. It looked like it though.
Well, remember remember he had like 6 fingers. Yeah. Did he have 6 and now 5? I mean, it almost is like that is AI. You know what I mean?
I really wish that somebody would make a tool for us to check that, because sometimes, and I'm not kidding. I'm sure I've talked about it on the show before, but I like to send you those. Tell me which, like you, where it's like a brain teaser for you. And I'm not trying to be mean when I say this at all, but you, as an older person, if you see something, you're like, oh, that's what it is, because that's what you grew up on. Yeah. But for me, I'm like, and that's scary that I have to like check a funny video that I see, or you know what I mean, or double check, and so I wish that there was a way that they could like send things through AI. If we're already using AI, that we could send it, and the AI would be like, yeah.
And it has trouble. Even Grok has trouble differentiating between what's real and what's not still. And so, I mean, that's sometimes it's like, oh, that's AI and it's not. And sometimes it's like, oh, that's not AI and it is. So we're still in that early stage. But can you imagine when we get to a place where you can't distinguish it?
Even Tom Hanks' Toy Story 5 came out, whatever. No. He's doing, I saw some the other day. He was doing, interviews, and he was like, dude, he goes, I think I've said on camera every word in the English language, every word. Yeah. So if AI really wanted to, they could make him say whatever they want, because he said, you know what I mean? They only need certain words to take syllables. To
certain root words to do it all. Yeah. Anyways, but he's like, I literally have said everything anyways. Yeah.
I've said every word, so they could like, where do we draw the line? And then I feel like that. I feel that way with movies, especially. Like I like my little AI art that I do, or or I make. I made. I didn't show you the other day. I made Captain Native America. That was cool, and I put my face on it. That was cool. But then I think about movies and how much it takes for movies to be made and whatnot, and how hard that is, and that's scary. That sucks.
Well, talk about scary, dude. And again, I got these bullet points from AI. I got it from Perplexity, but the next one that I said, be real. I said, give me your top 10 issues with AI currently. And I said, I understand that you're AI, but I want to know what you think. And so it said, it's number 3 was privacy and surveillance. Do you think that because there's going to be enhanced privacy issues coming up here there's a camera every 10 feet anywhere we walk and stuff like that. That one does not, for me personally, I don't think that's such a big deal, because I've known that we've been under a surveillance state for the last 10 years anyways. And as long as I'm not breaking the law, as long as I'm not doing anything illegal, to me, I don't think I have anything to fear. What about you? Do you think that us collectively as a society have anything to fear?
Yeah. I don't.
You're like, no, you're wrong.
I don't break the law either, but like, and this might sound humanist of me. Yeah. That's my word of the week. Yeah. But how is a computer going to tell what I'm doing and what my intention is? You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't even give a good example, but just for example's sake, like, no. Yeah.
Here's a good example, dude. Every time we walk into a casino in Vegas, they know that you're Aristotle Casso because they have scanned your ID and they can do face match. They know I'm Edward Casso. But who really cares if I'm walking into the Wynn? Oh, we got Edward Casso here. Watch out. He's going to... nobody cares. It's like on Jurassic Park. Yeah. We got Dotson here. See, nobody cares. So it's like, oh, Ed Casso's with the Win. He may spend $20.
No, but a problem that we've been wanting to tackle, and I don't know if it's ran through AI, is those speed cameras that they've been putting up. That sucks,
dude. Have you been in Commerce City and seen it?
No, I refuse to go.
It's a Dodge. It's like a Dodge Durango, and it just sits there and it says, "Do not approach the vehicle because it is in use." And then I look down. I'm like, "Oh, cool! I'm going 3 under." So he's not going to get a ticket in her car. And then when she does, I'll be like, "Why'd you speed, Sonia?"
Yeah, you were in Commerce City. What were you doing?
I know. What are you doing?
No, but I don't. That part of surveillance scares me.
It doesn't scare me. It just makes me more cautious.
Well, it's like, I get it.
Now,
so I lost my license when I was a child because speeding tickets, so I don't speed
Yeah.
as it is, and I get a lot of like people make fun of me because I go under the speed limit. And people that speed. I'm gonna sound old when I say this and like unk status when I say this, but people that speed. Have you seen that commercial where if you go 10 over, you get to where you needed to go maybe a minute faster?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's really no point of it if I'm late because I'm late and I didn't take care of my time. I don't need to speed to do that. So honestly, I don't fear ever getting one of those, but I fear like it's watching me, and it's not like a cop pulling me over where I could like beg and plead, "Hey man, I'm sorry."
The only thing that scares me about expanded surveillance is if it got in the hands of the wrong people. Like, let's say we're in America and there's a Nazi regime that comes into power and they try to use it to attack their political enemies. That's the only time that would scare me. So hopefully that never comes into play. Wah, wah, wah.
Is that trombone for that one? Anyways, no,
it's not a sad trombone for MAGA. No, you're not going to take my rights.
Or like,
not up in here.
Or if I'm walking down the street and I put my hand in my pocket, how is it AI supposed to know what I'm doing? You know what I mean?
No.
I know what I'm doing, but if a camera sees that, it's harder to,
Yeah. And let's wrap this up because we're actually hitting the time frame too. Basically, right now, and we're in an election cycle right now, and I pay real close attention to that kind of stuff. Obviously, right now we don't have anybody talking about AI regulation at the federal level or the state level. Now, I don't think that the state level I don't think you can actually regulate something like that, interstate commerce at the state level, for a lot of reasons. But right now, here in the 8th Congressional District, in that primary, it's become an issue because Mr. Rutinel has taken a lot of money from AI conglomerates and AI
how many centers are we building in Colorado? I
don't know, but we will get to actually data centers. That'll actually be a topic for us in and of itself, because honestly, I'll know the truth. You want to know the truth, dude. Before 6 months ago, I didn't even know what a data center was, and I pay attention to this shit on a minute by minute basis. And so, but anyways, in the primary here in the 8th Congressional on the Democratic side, one of the candidates is taking a lot of money from the AI bros, you know what I mean? The tech bros and that kind of stuff. And so we have to really pay attention. But what's scaring me is that not because I want to run for Congress in 2 years or anything, but we really have to pay attention, because what side are we going to fall on? I don't know what the right side is, to be honest with you right now. I don't know. I think that this probably, like everything else, there's a balance on each side, but we have to be able to compete with China, but we also don't want to lose our democracy while we're doing it. And so it's one of those conundrums where do
you think AI will destroy democracy?
I think if it gets in the wrong hands, I think look at it this way, dude. When I say it gets in the wrong hands, I say right away, I'm sure your head and most people's head go to China and Russia. What if it gets in the wrong hands of somebody like the Trump administration? I mean,
no, but,
what if that happens?
There needs. I think there needs to be guardrails, just like anything else. You know, like.
But you also.
But at the same time, there wasn't in like 2001 after 9/11.
Yeah.
When our phones were being tapped. I was a baby, but you know what I mean. I've heard about it.
Again, it goes to the point. If I'm planning terroristic plots, yeah, that's good. But if I'm just a regular person, it really doesn't affect me because I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, but like,
it goes against the nature of what freedom is.
When TikTok was being, China got to see that I liked Star Wars videos, and
no, but you make probably the best point that's been made all day, is that any infringement on our personal rights is an infringement, even if it's slight or even if we don't see it. And so, you're right. And so,
I guess.
And so I don't know where I'm at on it. I better start knowing where I'm at on it, especially if this primary goes away. I think it might. So I better. But it's one of those ones where it's like you're trying to do the right thing, but what is the right thing? So. All right, so we got a good episode in. We had a really good substantive conversation that you can have in a half hour on AI. We will continue this because we actually have a few points that Perplexity made that we haven't got to, but I wanted to go over those few just because it's in the news again, and it's something that honestly should be part of this election cycle. Maybe not in the primaries, but once we get to the general election, I want to know what America, and I want to know what the Republican Party thinks about it. I want to know what the Democratic Party thinks about it, and I want to know what independents think about AI and how it's going to affect our lives, because it will most certainly do that going forward.
You know what sucks? We have JD for a lot of reasons. We have JD Vance as a vice president who wants to, but who I bet you he's going to run. And he's got every tech bro in his pocket.
Peter Thiel. I mean, the only reason he's vice president is Peter Thiel. Seriously, that's the only reason he is.
Musk and the Zuck don't mess with the Zuck. they love.
I saw the Social Network. You're a nerd, buddy. nerd.
No, but you know what I mean. They love Vance.
No,
man.
Well, and when it starts coming down to business again, I understand why the Republican Party and big business and corporations are in bed together. But that doesn't mean we have to agree with it, and that doesn't mean we have to like it, and that doesn't mean we don't fight against it. Fight.
Okay.
With that being said, thank you for tuning into the Casso podcast. Like AJ says, like, subscribe.
I like how you were just yelling. Thank you for tuning in. Anyways, keep going.
Like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, share with your mama, share with AJ, share with his grandpa. Shout out to my dad. I miss him.
Oh, and we missed it. But to all the fathers, happy late.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was to say that. So that's why I brought up my dad.
Okay.
Thanks for stealing my thunder.
You're welcome.
Thanks for stealing my thunder down under.
Oh.
That means Australia.
Nope. Dude, he used to love that show.
AJ used to go see it in Vegas all the time, just so you guys know.
When I was a kid, he loves Thunder Down Under.
Thunder Down Under. Oh, my goodness. But that being said, happy Father's Day to my dad in heaven. I know you like what we're doing. I know you're laughing because it's pretty funny because me and AJ are idiots. So with that being said, thank you for tuning into the Casso podcast. We'll see you guys next time.